Mumbai is a paradox of a city. It is the financial capital of India, but also home to over 8 million slum dwellers, almost half of which are women. In a society still mostly male-dominated and with a prevailing sense of fatalism, these women face not only economic hardship, but also social marginalization. Among the many NGOs attempting to assist these slum dwellers, the Women of India Network, WIN, stands out due to its holistic, humanist approach.
The concept is that people who are deprived should help themselves to get out of the substandard living conditions. It is very tempting for the rich in a city or the rich nations of the world to subsidize and to give charity to the poor people. Are more or less health inputs, family planning, health and social input, and also along with that, for them to know their own rights, reproductive rights and gender rights and equality with men in form of a non-formal education, as well as for her to have a free life, for her to have a say in running her own family to some income of her own in the form of either savings or some vocational training. So this is a package of services which are integrated, which is the what one can say is the sine qua non of our program.
Currently, WIN operates 20 clinics in the slums of Bandra, Khar, and Santa Cruz.
Through the non-formal educations, we give social things, social awareness, as well as the prevention of the disease and all these things. Through the vocational trainings, actually we gave the economical empowerment of the women. At the same time also, like we do counselings for the family planning and all this thing. So it's giving much more than the normal clinic.
We have a huge army of health workers which have been picked up from the community itself, who have volunteered, and we have trained them and we continue to train them so that they are our backbone of the whole organization, and they are the ones who are actually the agents of social change.
We have developed a community health volunteers training program which is of 2 months duration, and this is for the women from the surrounding communities. And what we do is we train them into topics related to health, then topics related to social issues and development issues, and we also provide them training in some skills which are important if they are working in the communities and working with the families. Up to now, we have trained around 350 women as community health volunteers, and they are all from the surrounding slum areas. It is very interesting and challenging to implement this training program, because you are training community women and they are of different educational level and come from various backgrounds, and you really feel that it is like preparing them, empowering them to work for themselves.
The actual organizational structure behind the WIN model is very simple. Under the project director, there is a medical coordinator and a training director. The medical coordinator is in charge of all the doctors and pharmacists that volunteer their time at the clinics.
So the responsibility is like any other doctor. We have here to see the patients, and not only to see the patients, we are to give them the informations about a lot of things, the basic hygiene and all, and even about themselves, and then many basic, most of the diseases are here for them unhygienic conditions only. So even we trained our health workers and even the other members to teach them to live properly, and even we provide all the medicines and education, whatever possible for us.
I prepare the daily entry sheets and giving the medicines and doctor prescription, that doctors write the medicine, I give the patients. I told the patient how to take the medicine and take care of medicines.
The training director supervises the social coordinator, the vocational training coordinator, and the field manager. The social coordinator oversees all the self-help groups. The vocational training coordinator organizes the vocational training staff, which teaches Mindi, beautician, and tailoring courses. The field manager is in charge of the senior and junior supervisors who guide and assist the community health workers in their non-formal education and community outreach. Using this simple but effective model, WIN has achieved a fair amount of success in the project area. The most notable change is evident in the social empowerment of the women.
You will be surprised to know that when a woman practices family planning and suddenly finds that every year the child is not coming, she finds a lot of time on her hand and got time to think about herself, her own life, her own aim of life, purpose of life, and that is the time when we try to explain to her that she can do so many things so that her life can be healthy, free with her own income, and full to enjoy her own hobbies, learnings, etc. for her own development of both the body, soul and the mind.
ह्या बचत गटामुळे आम्ही 4 बायका एकत्र येतो किंवा आमचे दुसरे पण काय प्रॉब्लेम असतील तर आम्ही बोलतो ह्याच्यामध्ये. मुलांना आमच्या म्हणजे BMC तर्फे वया वाटप वगैरे होतं, त्या वया वगैरे मिळतात किंवा आणखी काय प्रोग्राम असतील तर त्या निमित्ताने आम्ही 4 बायका एकत्र होऊन जातो.
मैम इन लोग आगे जाके मीन्स घर में क्लासेस खोल लेंगे और ऑर्डर पे जाएंगे.
और विन क्लिनिक ज्वाइन करने के बाद यहाँ से तो मुझे बहुत सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला यहाँ के लेक्चर में एट वेडनेसडे. आई हैव कलेक्ट मैनी इन्फॉर्मेशन इन वेडनेसडे क्लिनिक, वेडनेसडे मीटिंग्स.
Perhaps the most profound change is visible in the health workers themselves.
When the woman comes here to take the training and when she completes the training and goes out, she is very different. We have observed that she becomes more confident, more vocal, and she is ready to take up some responsibility. We have also seen that she is more equipped to look after her own children and families after she completes the training.
Sunita started out as a community health worker.
त्याच्यानंतर मी 1.25 वर्षामध्ये मला सुपरवायझरचा चान्स आला. तेव्हा मी हनुमान टेकडीला गेले. हनुमान टेकडीला सुपरवायझर म्हणून तिकडे मी जॉईन झाल्यावरती माझ्या हाताखाली 4 स्टाफ होते आणि एक सिनियर सुपरवायझर म्हणून होते. तर असं आमचं ते एक कुटुंबच होतं. आणि आता मी यशवंतराव मुक्त विद्यापीठातून FYची एक्झाम दिली. आता SYला ॲडमिशन घेतले. सेंटर फॉर द लीडरशिप मिळाली होती. ते 1 वर्षाच्या लीडरशिपमध्ये मी काम केलं महिलांना व्यवसाय प्रशिक्षणासाठी. आणि आता जी सोशल वर्कर म्हणून मी काम करते आहे तर तिथे माझे 31 बचत गट आहे. त्या 31 बचत गटांना व्यवसाय प्रशिक्षण कशा प्रकारे कुठून मिळेल, कशा प्रकारे मिळेल आणि त्या काहीतरी उद्योग करावा. विनमध्ये आल्यानंतर जे प्रत्येक महिन्याला जे प्रशिक्षण व्हायचं, आधी म्हणजे कसं रोड क्रॉस करायचं म्हटलं तरी मला भीती वाटत होती. कसं करायचं ह्याचं टेन्शन यायचं. एवढं आम्ही बाहेरचं नॉलेज नव्हतं आणि जिथे मी जॉबला जायचे बालवाडीमध्ये ती जवळ असल्यामुळे जास्त प्रॉब्लेम नव्हता. पण विनमध्ये आल्यानंतर जे प्रशिक्षण होत होते त्याच्यातून एक आत्मविश्वास निर्माण झाला की नाही हे मी करू शकते.
Of course, WIN also has its share of challenges, including setting up effective communication systems and navigating different opinions within the organization.
When you work with many people, there is a difference of the opinions. Like, suppose now I am sitting in the office, there I am looking after the administration part, but the field staff in the area, sometimes it becomes difficult to, you can say, supervise them. Or sometimes like when we convey some messages, but it doesn't reaches to the community or the health workers and all that. So this management challenges are there, but which can be, like as I said, it can be tackled.
At least initially, another obstacle is overcoming the skepticism from the community.
आणि ते अशा तऱ्हेने सुरू केले की आपल्याला जागा नाही, मग त्यांच्या मंडळांना जाऊन भेटायचं. तिथल्या लोकांसाठी हे मी करते, आमची संस्था करते हे त्यांना सांगून पटवून दिलं त्यांना. आणि त्यांनी प्रत्येकाने आम्हाला छोटी छोटी एक विंगचा दवाखाना चालवण्यासाठी जागा दिली. विंगच्या दवाखान्यासाठी बऱ्याचशा मंडळांना मला भेटावं लागलं, त्यांना समजून द्यायला लागलं की असे तुमच्या लोकांसाठी आम्ही दवाखाने काढतोय, तुमच्या लोकांचे आजारासाठी उपचार करण्यासाठी का आमच्या विंगच्या कमी पैशातून आमचं हे दवाखाना चालू राहील.
जेव्हा मी हेल्थ वर्कर होते तेव्हा एरियामध्ये जेव्हा आम्ही जायचो सर्वे करायला, तेव्हा सगळीच लोक सर्वे द्यायची असं नाही आहे. पटकन काय करायला गेलं, हां तुम्ही काय करणार आहे, काय देणार आहात का, पटकन दरवाजा बंद केला जायचा, किंवा माहिती दिली तर थोडीशी चुकीची द्यायची. तर आता हे आम्हाला काहीतरी माहिती पाहिजे त्यांच्याकडून, तर त्यामुळे आम्ही जबरदस्ती करू शकत नाही. ठीक आहे बाई आता देत नाही आहे, नंतर दे. मग आम्ही दुसऱ्या दिवशी जाऊन पुन्हा तिच्याशी चांगली मैत्रीचं नातं निर्माण करून मग ती जी माहिती आम्हाला हवी होती ती आम्ही घेत होतो. आणि अशा खूप अडचणी येत होत्या, महिलांच्या सुद्धा खूप समस्या होत्या. आणि एकदा मैत्रीचं नातं निर्माण झालं का त्या आमच्याजवळ मन मोकळं करत होत्या आणि त्यामुळे त्यांना जे हवं ते आम्हाला सांगत होत्या आणि आम्हाला जी माहिती पाहिजे ते त्या आम्हाला देत होत्या. अशा प्रकारे आमचं चाललं होतं. आणि कम्युनिटीत तर खूप समस्या असतात, पण आपल्याला जर सामाजिक कार्य करायचं तर त्यातून मार्ग काढायलाच पाहिजे.
In some places or in some community, like they resist, like they are not ready to adopt the family planning methods. But over the period now, through the counseling and everything, now it's improving. Formerly when this project was started, and so the people were reluctant to adopt the family planning methods, but through the non-formal education, through the counseling and all this thing, now they are improving and the family size is reducing. It's not to 1 or 2 childs, but it is reducing to 3 to 4 like that.
Even once the clinics are established, limited resources present a challenge to the doctors.
A lot of challenges I had to face because many basic things are not there as we get in other institutions. These people get it twice a week means clinic, so we don't get the follow-ups properly for the patients. For emergencies we can't handle where we have to send them outside, and like deliveries and all the female gynec section also we are very limited this thing, and in rainy season also there will a lot of acute cases we have to send to the institutions, higher institution. Even for the investigations we can't send, means investigation in the sense we don't have the follow-up facilities, we can't give out 24 hours to the patient. Okay, so that is why a few difficulties are definitely there.
The lack of resources is compounded by the unhygienic environmental conditions.
We cannot much alter the environment. That is the main, I can say, the challenge also. Because the slum dwellers, where they live, we can give them education about the hygiene and everything. But suppose they are living across the or aside to the sewage, that we cannot remove that sewage or we can completely close them. But I'm telling you, after giving this non-formal education, their hygiene level is improved and the disease is also reducing. I cannot say very wide difference we could make, but at least they're improving. Because we don't have a control on the environment.
Finally, the social pressures of Indian society further complicates the work of WIN.
Now a major challenge, as I've already stated, is the very strong influence of religion, God, fate, destiny, whatever you may call it, on the life of Indian people. They would rather depend on their luck and may become fatalistic. It says, even if I work, it will not succeed unless the God is willing. So why should I take so much trouble? Or if they fail, it says God doesn't want me to succeed. So there is a blame game where God is used as an instrument for your own inefficiency or your own unwillingness to work seriously. We are at a stage now, after 5 or 6 years, where we have stabilized our activities related to physical health and some of our other non-health activities. We will be now gradually shifting this to ownership of people themselves, which is not very easy, but it will take another 5 years or so. But at present we are developing this as a model which could be replicated in other parts of the city or this country or anywhere else. And there are already some requests coming from other places where they said we would like to do this model, and we are trying to help them in that.
How this project was initialized and how this thing was came into the existence, that complete history one should know before starting this project. So this thing was started first, it was a need-based assessment, like first, is there any need of such clinics? Because people often may say like, there are plenty of clinics, why your clinic is required? What special are going to give us? So first of all, you should see the community need, whether there is a need of the clinic or not. Then what type of clinic, like only the components are all, we have 6 components. So all these components, how much that need is required. And then the appointments of the doctors. First of all, doctors should be dedicated, because here the doctor is getting honorarium, it's not getting salary or very good pay. So that thing also, if they select a dedicated one, first of all the details of the projects has to be given to the doctors, and just explain them like what they are going to do about and how they will do that.
Training of community health volunteers is very important to implement the WIN project, and if you want to replicate the WIN program, you must have a very good training program and very good persons to train the community health volunteers, because the quality of the community health volunteers and their effectiveness will depend on how the training is conducted and how they experience the entire training program.
अगर फार्मासिस्ट काम करते हैं तो पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ करना चाहिए, क्योंकि विन क्लिनिक हमारा घर जैसा ही है, जैसे हम घर को संभालते हैं उसी तरह क्लिनिक को भी संभालना चाहिए। उसकी हर चीज़ की जिम्मेदारी, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमारी है। अगर उसका कुछ नुकसान होता है तो हमारा ही नुकसान आता है, इसलिए वक्त से पहले जाकर वहाँ पे सब मेंटेन करना चाहिए। तुरंत जाके काम नहीं करना चाहिए, सबसे फर्स्ट जाना चाहिए, सब अपनी चीज़ मेंटेन करना चाहिए। डॉक्टर आने से पहले पेशेंट को सब बिठाना चाहिए सुकून से, और फिर सब अपना काम शुरू करना चाहिए। मेरा एडवाइस है फार्मासिस्ट के लिए कि अपने काम को काम समझ के करो।
What is required is the human resource, that is willingness of the community to work, willingness to participate physically and preferably financially, if not initially at a later stage. And third thing is having full faith in themselves and their own workers who will be converted into health workers, who can be trained by organizations like us to take up the mantle forward.
मला जर करायचं आहे हे ध्येय माझ्यात असेल तर मी तिथपर्यंत पोहोचेल, मी ध्येयच केलं नाही तर मी तिथपर्यंत पोहोचणारच नाही आहे. म्हणून असं सांगेल की जिद्द, चिकाटी आणि नवीन नवीन शिकण्याची कला पाहिजे, कल्पकता पाहिजे लोकात, नाही तेच घेऊन बसलं तर प्रगती होणार नाही. त्यामुळे लाज न बाळगता आपल्याकडे जी कमतरता आहे ते आपण शिकून घेतलं पाहिजे.